sets up a pedestal for Envy to be on if they can take this map. That is a complete underdog story on this one, and we'll see if they can do it. I like what the desk was saying about how Envy, they were committing, but they weren't all there when they got to the situation. It wasn't 100%, and they kept running that B strat. We saw it work for them, and it didn't seem like it changed. You know, it kind of grew into something new that would work for another round.
Absolutely, and the first thing I wanted to check in on is what roles are they playing? You are going to see kaboose switch over from the Phoenix to the Raze, excuse me, and normally it was mummAy running the Cypher over at the A site. Instead, Envy FNS is going to take that role back over. Yeah. That was something I was worried about. I did not want to see Finesse on the Phoenix again. I think you got to let your teammates play their comfort picks, and mummAy didn't have the best game one, but him on Jett is the best agent in my mind.
I'm excited to see it. We don't actually have a Jett on the other side for ShahZaM. He is on his Sova this time, and aKis is going to be on the Killjoy. I love the discussion that Zesk was having about that, and that it's not really having a big impact as we see a push here to start. Sova drone peek, but it's a 2-peek from the side of Envy. Nicely done to contest what was going to be coming B long there, and it looks like it's going to be a little bit of action and a stopped commitment towards B for Envy.
And
Sentinels.
I like this retreat coming out of the Sentinels. They could have ran over everybody at B. Instead, they, well, no, hey, there's at least 2 players here. That means only 1 can be on A. Let's just switch this up. Let's rotate over. And to see the Killjoy still in the game is throwing me off a little bit. But maybe aKis can put this agent to use more efficiently. The turret's going to give him the information, but now you got to deal with 3 players. Finds the first, and he will get out of dodge with 54 HP.
Beautiful shots. Phoenix face absorbing them all. Unfortunately, not going to other members of the Sentinels squad. But yeah, that was great. And kind of seeing what can happen here. Is there a molly down? There wasn't. You know, Killjoy's ability is not being utilized as much there, and I think it's another thing that pros will know, to not just plant in a molly. Plant off default, which is another reason we're seeing Killjoy not be as effective. Defuse now going down. And they're going to pull off for some kills here, but great defensive stack is just running the team around.
As soon as I saw Sig pick up the kill on U-Haul, I knew this was going to be Sentinels round. They lock it up with a wall bang from dapr as the Cypher picks up his 2nd of the round. Good stuff from Sentinels early, and you're going to see this aggression consistent. It's not one player ever peeking you, especially if you see ShahZaM. Expect a teammate to instantly be re-peeking with him. They play off each other so well. This time it was ShahZaM and Sip. First kill goes down, nice trade back, but by the time you saw the other action over in Hookah, it was zombs walking away with the man advantage, and then they simply suffocate you over on A.
A quick end to that one. It looks like just a double ghost. Even if it won, Calypso feels like he still wants a ghost. Didn't pick up an extra 200 for himself on that. And a fast in and out says you can't stop me as kaboose is farming up that ultimate again. You gotta remember rounds 4, 5, 6. Watching at 4, if somebody has a lot of frags, ultimates start to change the entire map and the way it's played. And it can be a swing of the economy. Here, we're just on the 2nd round as things play through, but we'll keep an eye on those Raze ultimate points.
You want to watch the best entry fragger in the game? Oh, he's on your screen. Yes. Sinatraa with the curveballs loaded up. He's got his Spectre. He is going to fall back and then help at U-Haul once the wall goes down. In the meantime, they know they've got the advantage at range, so make them work with the Ghost. And so far, nothing good is coming of it. 2 players dropped already. mummAy tries to answer back, but 4 down, and all of a sudden, it's all 5. ShahZaM, again, spends the 2,100 credits on the Bulldog and converts it into 3 kills. I love these low buys. I love the aggression. We'll see, though. Can they make it count here in the rifle round 3?
And again, Bucket, that means so much for an upper to be able to low buy, get an extra 600 bucks in your pocket. The bank of ShahZaM is open, but only for him. He only has a card to this bank, and that's going to be an operator soon. Round 3 coming up. Sentinels feeling good, but they are going to be tested on this one. Phantoms all around here on the left side for Envy. This is mummAy's back sight, and it looks like they will try to grab early info from Sound. So you can see the turn there from kaboose. He heard it, and now he's forced to take a fight.
Sinatraa loves to get aggro here behind the curveballs, and you're going to see Sick, the player, supporting him. Worst case scenario, he can wall up or slow down the defensive push, and here it comes.
Flash to the right. He can look to the left. You see it commonly. And mummAy's able to take 2 down from the back of the site, making quick work of what was coming through Hookah. Very nicely done. Bomb's still down here, and it looks like an information grab from the rest of what Sentinels will do here.
Sinatraa with that nice first blood, but a good defensive setup. And mummAy, as you mentioned, converting 2 out of that and staying alive with just 16 HP. Now, there is no Sage on aKis. He's playing Killjoy, so you are going to be down to 1 bullet, and you are dead. But mummAy can get the information and set up his teammate Finesse for success over here at B. ShahZaM throwing out the recon, doesn't have any shocks. If he did, that would be a guaranteed kill in the corner. But we'll see if he can gather the info and if he'll be able to follow up here with zombs in the 2v2 over at the B site.
I like what he did. The consideration of, hey, I actually have 40 seconds. Yeah, I have a dart, but I can see if they'll peek me first. Patience can pay off so big, and here he obviously has to run into danger, but still finds the upper hand on mummAy. FNS clears back another shot, and again, the in-game leader coming up huge on Envy's first gun round with a 3K.
And you sacrifice mummAy there, but Finesse hitting ShahZaM with the camera. The dart still in him, made that first pick easy. Zombs goes down, and Envy get their first round, a critical one here, as it was the rifle round. Here's how it all started. Kaboose with a quick dodge of the flash was able to do some damage, but mummAy the punish in the escape out the back, as Finesse did damage over his shoulder. 3-player stack on B, paying dividends, and it looks like they're going to go back to this. But what is the plan for the Sentinels now?
You love to see stuff like that with what mummAy was doing. The simple use of an angle you're not used to seeing was able to spray down 2 in Hookah, just standing out on the ledge. The unexpected comes through once again. So yeah, let's see how they work this round now. Sentinels wants it. Guns in hands. They say fluke round, taken on 3. We get 4 back, and we'll keep the money in our favor. 2 ultimate points here for Sinatraa. We do see there's a res for Sentinels, so they can get a little tricky if they want. And it looks like ShahZaM will be the one to do that peek if there's going to need to be a res.
Kaboose is overwhelmed, never got a chance to even shoot as dapr goes for the spam, finds a heady. mummAy and Finesse working in a 2 versus 4. The rotations coming through as they try and even the odds.
Wow, Puckett, the patience here of the way they're controlling the round, whether they're communicating or not. Having Garden stay, but 3 enter site with no Garden rush, and then Garden can take out anybody that peeks the tub. Really methodical with the way that Sentinels gets into this site and having protection on everybody that runs in as well from behind.
And Sick got it all started with the ghost there on the Sage. aKis right on the other side of this smoke. The smoke clears, and Sick finds his 3rd and 4th kills. The Sage, one of the best aggro Sages in North America. I love him on the Phoenix, but this is this man's bread and butter. He has played her since the start of the game, and without a doubt, one of the most successful, especially on the attacking side for this agent.
I mean, it kind of shows how comfortable Sentinels is at this point, what they're doing moving forward, and to have your Sage be the one that's pushed up furthest in the site after she walls elbow. Sick wants to be omnipresent, and he's not afraid to get his hands dirty. You love to see that from your support, because he can't just be behind ShahZaM all the time, hoping ShahZaM identifies everybody with a target.
Yeah, he's not hanging back to heal or go for the res. He's saying, well, we don't need to res if we just win the round with kills. Let's take a look at Envy's defense, though, because we do have Kaboose set up with the Strowstopper. The Rocket can come out and do massive damage at short, and if he peeks right now, he will spot 3 players around the corner. Can aKis bait for him? Now, Sick has been going for this wall. It's kind of expected, but the Raze can boost herself up over with a blast back.
It's a great call, Puckett. This wall is a wall you do when you have teamwork, when you know there's a retake needed in U-Haul, and they actually get the ultimate out with the pressure of this wall. So a great absorb there from the side of Sentinels coming up to just see what they can get out, and knowing that Raze may be A.
I wonder if that was honestly a bait. If
sure.
they even plan to fully execute on A, because Sentinels are such big brain players. Perfect drop back.
Yeah.
As you expect the close corner to be rocketed, no one took any damage. You look at the top health bar, everyone at full force. And Kaboose has got to get it done with the Phantom. There's the first. Blackback's going to connect, but Zombs is clean.
Nice job stepping forward there to avoid a bit of that push around. mummAy to drop dapr just a little to the left there as we get a res onto dapr. He's back into the game. mummAy tries to even it up once again, and he finds the shots he needs. He backs off as he hears the TP, and that's called to the team.
Yeah, the spike is rotating B, and they got to go quick. 17 seconds left on the clock. It takes 4 to plant, so plenty of time to get this one down. You're wondering, where is that B player? Did they full rotate? They should have by now, and that is exactly what happened. Finesse with the backstab comes in with a perfect timing. mummAy baits him forward, and there is the punish. mummAy finding 4 of the 6 players murdered in that round as Envy holds strong.
Basically, we're getting 3Ks into 4Ks into 4Ks. Holy moly, Envy, FNS, mummAy coming up right now, putting the stoppage to Sentinels. Now, Sentinels getting in sight, getting the bomb down. They're still getting very far in these rounds. So we got to see Envy start to put a stop to that a little earlier. Here's where this one started.
Kaboose slowing them down through showers, had the players distracted. Meanwhile, this was mummAy with the crucial kills. Gets the first, lands the second, his third of the round. And then as he pushes forward, a perfectly timed pinch from Hookah. They had 2 guns against 1. mummAy wins the last one, 1v1 against Sick. But Finesse would have been there for the trade.
That crossfire was cinematic.
Great work there from Envy. Here comes the run it back, though. sinatraa wants to get aggro on Phoenix. He's got the double flash. And mummAy will fall as zombs follows him up.
I know exactly where you are.
Do you, though? Trying to make a play on Envy with that ultimate, and FNS doesn't even care. They still play from Garden, hop out of the Brimstone ultimate as he opens up the skies, and zombs will fall after trying to get some ult kills. And falling on both sides. 2v2 now, Puckett and ShahZaM gives them the advantage.
Poor aKis. What are you going to do? You got the Nano Swarm, but really it's all about your gun skill, and they have Spike rotating through. That was the Sova, of course, ShahZaM, who's going to hit the portal. Sage going to take the safe route, will follow through his IGL. And it looks like ShahZaM is going to find the first one. Vulnerable, he's going to take double damage, so a single bullet will drop him.
aKis with a chance.
Try. Swarm grenade out.
Will it be enough? Try brushes to hide for him. It landed on top of the wall, giving him actually a little extra distance to get out of that. And a shot from ShahZaM will be all they need as he made the other one on the way over. Nicely done, and a 3K now for ShahZaM.
Now you invested 2 ultimates to win that round for the Sentinels. You're trying to break Envy here. The good news is, well, ShahZaM still got his Hunter's Fury, so you can definitely do damage. You know someone is always playing U-Haul. Do you use it over at A? Do you destroy the players who have been stacking Hookah? What is the game plan? Or do you just save it late in the round and play deep B long, something that we've seen ShahZaM do multiple times to do a post-plant protection?
I wonder, it looks like we're going to get a B push here from the side of Envy to gather instant info. They don't want to give too much time now to what Sentinels is doing. They want to find out where Sentinels is immediately, and not so much with the full HP bar, but that's how zombs will make it work.
Yeah, it's just pistols, light armor's maximum here on the defensive end. The round is basically chalked unless you see some heroics, and that could come from the Sheriff headshots as Calypso will be looking for it. Slowly, Sentinels gathering information, but one by one, they're just trying to pick off the Envy members and force some mistakes. Finesse playing B solo. He's got the camera B long to spot anyone moving, and that camera just makes noise, so you'll definitely see that going down any moment. dapr should know every camera location possible on this map by now. And he is going to throw one up of his own. Here comes the push. sinatraa looking for Finesse, and he will get his
damage.
Zombs again right behind him on the trades. They are so clean on their pushes. Woo! Nice bait. Nice punish as ShahZaM will run out of bullets. Kaboose actually got a double blastback kill. So this is now a winnable opportunity for Calypso. Do you just back away with the sniper rifle, or do you try some heroics? Ultimate available, and you got about 20 seconds to act here.
I wonder. They are, I believe, on this round coming off of Sentinels win, so the money's a bit back and forth. They're not getting too much lost gold right now, so saving this up would be huge. They'd be able to get that back to mummAy and at least open up some of these rounds to start from a defensive position. He was going over, I believe, towards that B side to start as we were pistols this round, but I'd say coming out with an off on pistol round is decent for Envy as they need to get all the rounds here. Sentinel seems to be on a roll.
And I gotta say, I love seeing Kaboose back on the Raze. They don't win the round, but they do some damage, and the blast pack coming through to finish off the players. You know they're gonna push in numbers. Raze perfect for countering multiple opponents, making their way at you at the same time. Here's a look at how it all went down. It was sinatraa working with zombs through Hookah. Meanwhile, on the site, Kaboose gets through. The blast pack off of his dead body connects his players, try and support through hookah. And in the final moments, Calypso finishing off ShahZaM, who runs out of bullets and steals his sniper rifle. Back to a fair fight. Sentinels already a very successful attack at 5-2, looking to make it 6 and break the bank of envy once again.
Looking at the bot, gonna use it to peek, and ShahZaM is not tricked whatsoever. A quick flash coming in, and now Kaboose, can he hold this? Molly to the right, he has no exit, forced to fight. It is a one and done, it's a 0 and none. He gets taken down immediately, and Sentinels again, moving quick. Envy getting taken down left and right as they're forced to rotate back in. Calypso trying though.
Working his magic, he finds zombs. Sick, loves to boost himself up on walls. You know this if you've ever watched the Sentinels play. So expect someone high ground, and Calypso wisely decides not to even peek that area. Instead, he finds ShahZaM waiting in the window, who opens and closes round number 9.
That's exactly what I've been expecting to see from Sentinels. It seems like they're grooving now. Going into the site without hesitation. Again, as we were talking about on maps before, in site takes like that, or retakes, you have to trust your teammates. You have to know they are watching a spot and you can't second look, which means you get to 1v1 wherever you're going. And they found shots everywhere. ShahZaM opens up one into the site, a few kills coming out of the hookah, and then they were in with a rotation already coming over. Calypso gets dropped trying to trade with 4 people in his face. It's just so fast by Sentinels right now.
It's so
it's hard to think for Envy.
Sentinels, I mean, it's just been the Sova day. First map, it was sinatraa on Sova, 24 and 13 with 12 assists. Now ShahZaM, 12 kills through the first 8 rounds, and he's looking to add more. Player tagged up. Can he get the finish? Will not be able to find it as Calypso takes down sinatraa. So gun is down. Calypso could slowly make his way up to it. And ShahZaM is going to be getting aggro. There's the push just outside the bubble.
Somebody took my gun. Oh, but there's another one.
Kills being traded back and forth. The Sentinels will take the A site. aKis is going to be cleaned up. The alarm bot is going to notify the location of at least a second member. As Sick gets the spike planted, it's going to be a 3 versus 2. But mummAy, he's pulling out the blades here, Riv.
Can he make it work? The smoke gives him a bit of cover. Updraft, dash, smokes to get himself into a tricky situation. Now with the smoke cleared, he wants to see if he can get 1 pick. Can Brim get 1 pick on the other end as they make their way into the site?
And zombs is going to shut down all hopes. And nice round again. Sick finding his 3rd. Just team shot. They bait. They trade.
Wow.
Always in position with a crossfire. Sentinels are clean despite losing sinatraa for first blood.
The stats don't lie, Puckett. This seems to be a troublesome map here for Envy. And once again, it is not going their way. Sentinels able to find their way around Envy each time, and a lot of times just through the front door off some opening frags. A little bit of util has been used here consistently as they go into the hookah area, and we'll see what they can do now, making their way in.
And I gotta say, Killjoy, it's fun to experiment. It's nice that you've scrimmed, you've practiced these different strategies, but it is not paying dividends for aKis at all in this matchup. He was in the middle of the pack in their last best of 3. This time he is being shut out in game 2. Big opening kills though, as we're gonna see Envy pick up the 1st and 2nd blood. Sniper rifle still in Calypso's hands. He's been so good at range on A in the past, and he is going to be the lone man there to stop the Sentinels push. Sentinels, though, stalling this one out as Killjoy is going to have him locked down.
So get use of it. It's kind of the point where we use it now and deter a bit of the round here early. Maybe we can figure out where they run. Detained dapr means, yeah, one was towards A, and you've slowed the round now for Sentinels. That's what they were looking, and Calypso finds another shot. Repositioning, not setting a precedent. And now he's going to smoke mid to make sure they can kind of reset here with a one-way.
Aggro Omens, love to see it.
Yep.
Calypso forcing everyone away from the A site. It's just sinatraa left working with ShahZaM, the duo. They've got tons of time together, but are they prepared for a 3-man stack over at B? Now they know where you're at. You're caged up. You've been hit by a camera. sinatraa doing damage, but can't find mummAy. And ShahZaM, he's trying to make this one count, get a punish before it goes down, and won't get the opportunity. Nice telly comes in from Kaboose, and he is overwhelmed. A 3rd round for Envy. Will they be able to finish this with 2 more and salvage a brutal defensive half?
A 7-5 would definitely feel good. You are on the kind of upper hand when you're defending. The opponents only have a few chokes to run through on each site. The difficulty becomes when you lose that site, then your entries become so hard on a retake with lower numbers. But everything that ShahZaM and the rest of the team have been doing on entry. Sick right behind him with 12. They're following up on kills. They're taking pivotal spots, and their post-plant, if they even have to get there, has been so strong, Puckett.
dapr setting up some noise over at A. He's going to bounce out of there right after, and this is going to be a full B hit. As you can see, zombs pulling up the orbital strike, ready to rock it if he wants. Force a little bit of movement. Get them out in the open where your operator can just punish. As ShahZaM already holding the angle. sinatraa will be the one in. Sick will follow him up, and here they go. Instantly dropped is sinatraa, so no info gained, and that smoke is going to slow him down. Kaboose with a pick on Sick, and it's going to be numbers.
I love the wall to get them in. It gives them a different angle to peek from. Are they going to be able to pick up a few? And Kaboose getting some as aKis comes up with his own kill. Now in pocket, aKis waiting, looking towards Hookah with the spray. Finds a bit of damage onto zombs, but now two in sight are looking low, and zombs is pushed off with the flash. A lot of time here, and it is zombs.
aKis, the hero of this round. I mean, you don't peek zombs at this point. Keep every weapon possible. You've got the cash. Keep using your advantage going into this last round. zombs and crew will be able to buy no matter what, as Calypso will find another snipe. But that was all just working off the first pick. As soon as you stop sinatraa, you slow down the push. Yes, Sick gets a wall up, but aKis is there to punish from the pocket with two beautiful kills. Huge,
huge round. The bank of Sentinels is open. They're obviously going to be able to buy here for what is the last round with those stringing of rounds in a row towards the middle of this first half. But we'll see if Envy can bring it to 7-5. That would be huge. If you win pistol, you basically even up the game, and you might even be able to momentum into that third gun round if you're figuring your opponent out. We'll see here, starting with the shift. Oopsies.
All right, spotted, but you've got some equipment out. Recon dart used. Hot hands is invested as well. But anytime you see ShahZaM and sinatraa to start a round, you have a good idea of where that spike wants to go.
It's a good call.
Finesse checking Hookah with his camera across the map. He is now very close to the portal if he needs to go back across to B. But for now, it's all action at A. And Finesse is going to find sinatraa first. So these entry frags not landing the way they planned. And Finesse just holds his same angle, waiting for sinatraa's body, and punishes it instantly after the resurrect.
It's unfortunate. They didn't know, slightly sticking through the wall there. And also the audio being able to just give him an idea. 50 seconds on this round. Here we go. Sentinels is in, gaining more info. Another just dry shot peek, and Sick comes up with a headshot. Ultimate in. What can he do? Kaboose over the wall, goes down immediately as aKis tries to trade. It's just not working for Envy on the retake.
Slightly sloppy shots from aKis totally threw off their momentum here. mummAy trying to make it work, though. Can he be the hero? mummAy and Calypso left in the 2v2. dapr is one bullet away from death. And Sick, he's still got to wait 20 seconds before that heal. Diffuse, not going to happen. dapr comes out and finishes the round through the smoke. 8-4 half here for the Sentinels, but in the past we've seen them put up 9. We've seen even 10 here on Bind.
Absolutely.
Another very strong attack, but will they be able to stay strong on the defensive end?
4 is enough to not feel too pressured, but you know, if you're on Envy's side, you have to do some work here. So unfortunate that he goes up, over. zombs is so ready from bench. Traded then by aKis, but it's just not quick enough. It was the back and forth game of cat and mouse going now to the side of Sentinels as they are able to defend the last round of the first half.
I didn't even see the kill on Calypso, but the instant transfer there to finish off.
Little beep of the dart, you're done.
Excellent stuff.
My intel is that
dapr, slow half as he didn't get involved too much to 6 and 7, but look for him to shine here on the defensive end. He's going to be playing with sinatraa over at B as it's an early triple stack at the A site, and Sick is going to throw up the wall, steal the orb, and he is going to show you that he is prioritizing these reses, or at least denying any ultimate use early from Envy.
That's a really great point, Puckett. I love the second point, because a lot of times the reses will come along, but knowing the other team is not getting more utility in store is fantastic. Minute coming up to be left on this round, and it looks like we're committing a bit to be here for Envy. dapr says, oh, where are you going? Because you're not going here. A triple kill with the Ghost. Chased out by sinatraa as he comes through with a frenzy.
What's kind of crazy about that is dapr was baiting the orb. He had crossed it over, didn't see anyone, then converts into multiple kills. ShahZaM is going to find the 4th of the round, and all of a sudden, aKis in a 1v4. And he is going to get dropped by Sick.
You don't
Sentinels,
say.
another pistol round, Riv.
dapr might show up on defense. That might have been
I
what
think
you said there.
I've seen these guys a few times.
Yeah.
I've been watching some VODs.
Oh my God, what a step up though. 3 kills, brings himself up into a position that feels good. Wait for sinatraa now to just pop off for the team.
And you can see what those 3 kills did, right? As dapr playing Cypher, you're always investing in your kit. Well,
It's
now
so
you got
expensive.
your full kit. You've spent all the way down to a Bulldog. 0 credits left, but he has a Bulldog full armor joining ShahZaM in that position. This is where they pop off, especially against pistols.
See what they can do. sinatraa looking for some opening kills. He needs those confidence frags to get himself back up on the board, but he's not worried about it for now. The team is doing well. Here again, Sick farming up the orbs in Bath, and he'll make his way out safely. Hearing the pistols come in from the side of Sentinels. He'll be ready for an all-man death ball here if they run up the A short side.
I wanted to
back
see
off
is
for now.
Calypso going to get crazy and try and teleport on top of the Sage Wall? No, he's going to back down, and they're going to be rotating over to B. Meanwhile, dapr, the sneaky beeve, slipping in, going to punish. You got nothing but a pistol, and that is instantly going to go in favor of the Sentinels. Cage up, and dapr knows, I don't have to be too aggressive here. If I die, I give them an AR.
Exactly.
Instead, he just backs out, lets his teammates do the job, and ShahZaM is going to find the second kill of the round.
Making a plant onto B. sinatraa coming through strong, and now it's going to be towards the backside. An easy retake as they shut down that eco round. But a plant coming in from Envy, which is good. And I loved what dapr did there. Changing up your gameplay because you are against Killjoy. Most Killjoy spots are placing that turret, or for placement of the turret is in spawn on that attack side. He walks up, knows it's there, and it's like standing next to a trip before you activate it. Of course the team's going to come through and think they're safe. He's playing off the false security that Envy thought they had, and he was just able to get behind enemy lines. Really smart play by the Cypher.
Do you think Sick goes for another wall instantly at A, or does he respect the opportunity for a rifle to pick him?
That's true.
I think he's going to invest it.
Knight's out, he's going. Wall's going to be the second thing. Yep.
It's been what, 3
Running
rounds?
with it.
3 orbs? Go again.
There's nothing you can do.
All right. Orbs on lock. A site. Triple stacked. ShahZaM goes for the early peek down long, sees nothing. And zombs is going to give him the info. I hear them, I see them, here they come. ShahZaM gets the first, traded out instantly. And Spike still not down.
Smoke went down hookah and back, but it was a little late, so it's going to be that full retake that has to come. From the side of Sentinels, running through together, trying to check the corners. dapr, sinatraa finding one as Calypso fires back, but it's sinatraa coming up big. The 1v1 now is mummAy. The 1v2, I should say. The mummAy keeps himself alive. No, he does not. zombs picks that one up with a Russian on the Spectre, and it just seems like Envy can have a decent hold on the site, and they get taken over. They have to have a great hold on the site. Sentinels is not letting anything go here.
I think they're one of the best, if not the best, when it comes to retakes. It's
Wild.
so impressive to see. Doesn't matter what setup you have, how much utility you have laying around the bomb site, they find a way in. sinatraa getting it done up close and then at range with the Spectre. zombs,
Spectre.
he hears the action, checks up top, finds mummAy down low, and wins the 1v1. Now you look at the money. Broke again is Envy, all on light armor. They're going to be down 25 HP, but still in it as they can just afford their assault rifles.
Only a few rounds left as the pressure mounts here. The Sentinels looking to win the first game of Group B, or I should say series here, for the Pop Flash Ignition series. And we're looking at a little bit of a hold from Calypso. They want info. They don't want to commit just yet. This is a nice hot hands to get out of sinatraa. Also, if you're not using your E free abilities every round, you might be trolling. Just a PSA. As we move into the round, it looks like a bit of a commit, but Sick says you're not coming here. Doors shut on B again.
He's still got armor after he heals himself. Sick, playing so clean. Normally, he's that guy who's instantly putting up the wall at A. This time, on the rotation, helps out at the B site. zombs is going to find finesse, and all of a sudden, it is just 2 players left. aKis going to be working with Calypso. Remember, this was their gun round. This was bringing them down to empty bank accounts. They've got to clutch up, and it's not going to happen. One by one, headshots are going to continue to land for Sentinels. Everyone chiming in on the scoreboard.
So it becomes discouraging as well. Obviously, you're playing against Sentinels, and it's not that easy to take rounds. Their shots are on. Their opening confident peaks are on, so they will pressure more, and you will find yourself not even having early angles to move up on. But Envy isn't really able to find a way through a variety of strats here. They're kind of just running at using utility until they can absorb some from the side of Sentinels, and then hoping their shots is something they can rely on for the rest of the round, and that's never going to work against Sentinels. Last
time these two teams matched up, it was Game 3. Sentinels clearly have been working on their bind. They were confident today. 13-4. As man, it's pretty nutty to see the Sentinels playing this clean. I'm trying to figure out what can you throw at them with the current composition as Envy. And the only thing I can think of is a Paranoia followed up by mummAy instantly here with the Judge.
I mean, it's incredibly tough because they have starting intel. They have the Sova, they have a Cypher, they have a Phoenix that can just see 2 in Bath without really having a problem. And the hide and smoke now. Oh, this could be big if mummAy goes around. He gets found by Sick.
And you don't want to challenge this Sage. Sick is finding headies.
I mean, look how hesitant they are to even challenge the next corner, right? They're not getting a lot of information on these move-ups from the side of Envy.
Dropping back, they respect their opponent's ability to rotate. As you can see, Sinatraa just bounce between B and A. Where are they going? Where are they going? I'm ready.
So maybe not, maybe not.
ShahZaM's got his recon arrow over at the B site, so that should tell them enough to know this is coming to A. And instantly the Nano Swarm is popped by aKis. zombs can't get his normal peak, but there is the push. kaboose punished again. kaboose held to single digits if Sentinels lock this one up. And it's going to be aKis trying to convert with the Sheriff against 2 Phantoms. zombs is going to find it. Final 2 kills here, Rip.
Love zombs play. You have to get control of U-Haul. He left it just to be able to kill somebody coming out, but now it's control. The darts come out. Nice job by mummAy. Was not able to hit the consecutive ones. Going up onto Sick, who is just on fire this game. It's been gross. Here's the ultimate. It's going to be a fake. Same spot. Coming in for Calypso. They know it. He knows it. Sick comes up with the final kill of the game. The Battle Sage for Sentinels this time around.
13-4. That's a new record for this matchup. Sentinels continue to impress.